Yo. Yo, yo, yo. What is up? Fredo. Cascam. Alf. Medical delicious? Yo, Natty Matt Aldo, Mountain Saint Funk, what is good? Yo, welcome back to the channel. Yo, some dude sent me a dope playlist, man, on Twitter. I posted this a while ago, but I was like, dude, if you have a awesome playlist, make sure you send it to me. I want to see who it is because I'm gonna shout out him. Where you at, man? I might have to find this guy, but yo, you know who you are. I'm playing your playlist right now. It's rally shit, dude. It's a rally with the family, okay? So we got our rally stream. Oh yeah, we got our rally stream ready to go. Yep. Yeah, there we go. There we go, baby. And we got that rally music. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the setup. On here, get the whole experience, man. We need that music in the background. Let's go back here on the main stream for a little bit, just kind of go over the charts. So there's quite a lot we got to talk about. So, well, two things: earnings. We talked about the correlation here with May 13th, okay, which we are playing out right now. Combined AMC and APE, we're up a total of 33%. Which, if we go back here. Hey, just on AMC, from the bottom, we had a 41% rally. Okay, right about 39. So that right here, you can see that also with volume. Combined, if we combine AMC plus APE volume, we should have a similar wick. Now, this is just the start of things, right? The projection we have here, this is a indicator I made. It's called Copy Pat. If you want more information on that, just click the link below. It'll take you straight there, and it'll cover a bunch of other things on the memberships and stuff like that. You can get that indicator here, as well as not only the copy pat, but I also have the spots indicator, which is amazing at projecting run-ups and then also run-downs, right? The inverse effect using cycle parameters. So pretty cool stuff. I've been using this to really understand the market structure here of how cycles behave, how they work, and it's helped really a lot here in predicting these moves. So again, we just called this run up here today following what was the massive crypto dump yesterday that we had with FTX and then also the entire crypto market. And you can see that we're starting to get that relief rally right now, that reversal. So let's go here on the 5-minute real quick, see what we got going on. And 3-minute. Okay, blue spot indicator, short-term cross here on the pink curve. And that is an indicator that it's bullish. You can see here it's respecting the level of support here. And we do have a pink cross, so it's something to watch out for. But again, remember this, guys. Not that we can't continue this rally or anything, but I did say this, and I'm going to say it again here. This rally we had back here on May 12th was a pump, and then it came back down and traded sideways. This has always been the plan for the current cycle here, and personally, I'm not expecting like a massive push up here in the short term. By all means, this is going to probably trade sideways here until we get to the next POI in December. And I want to make that very clear so that there's no misunderstanding here on what my my thoughts are with this, just with this current move up. That is just because if we take a look at the cycle here, okay. So think about these shorter term plays. I said this, guys. We're gonna have short term rallies in between the cycle. These are micro POIs, and they're, you know, just like we just had this micro POI play out here based on the cycle correlation on May 12th. This right here will probably look a little bit like this, a little bit smaller, and then going into December is when we're going to find out if that is a positive POI, and if it is a positive POI, then we can expect some upside. But the whole thing here is that we're going in the right direction, and I'm going to talk about the market too, because that has to do a lot with what I think is going to happen next here on AMC. But let's see, let's pull up the cycle. I'm on the wrong chart, bro. So here's AMC plus APE. And for now, we're just going to take that away. There you go, cycle. Awesome. So again, we're going to experience smaller POIs in between, and then we have our December POI here. Now, if it's going to be inverse or not, that is not, right now it's trailing to the upside, which is good. And based on, you know, the technical perspective here is that, well, yes, we did cross the macro resistance trend line, which is good. And we rode the hell out of it, right? This was quite a while here since August. So it's been a good bit of just riding this wave, finally starting to bounce back up. So this is where like the market is really going to determine this next move up, because we know that when the market rallies and peaks is typically when you start to see all these meme stocks and meme cryptos go up, right? We saw this with Doge and Shiba just earlier, and we saw it with a bunch of other altcoins. They pumped, and then what happened? Crypto market dumped. That it's a sign, it's your signal that some movement, some crazy volatility is going to happen as soon as those stocks start to rally, or those cryptos. So I think that we're going to see something similar here with the market, right? Like the market is going up. I already called for 425 by the end of the year. I do think that's going to happen. And the reason for that is, well, this is a parabolic move up, just a short-term parabolic move up based on this pattern as well. Normally what happens here is that when you cross resistance, you don't necessarily double top here and start coming down. You do have you come back and touch this trend line here of resistance. So if you look at a parallel channel, you can kind of see this on a parallel channel. But this isn't like the only, you know, indicator that I'm looking at here. This is just one indicator here. So you can see here on this parallel channel, we do have a little bit more room to go, possibly hit the 405 range before taking a breather. And I'm talking like a small breather. And then what do we have back here on the SPY? We have the macro resistance trend line. And this resistance trend line, if we continue this trend back up here, we should hit it by the end of the month. So sometime around the end of the month, we should be expecting that 410 range. And then this is where it gets interesting because, you know, sometimes you get a better perspective when you flip the charts. I do believe that. Here we got a series of projectors. Okay, series of projector patterns. You see these movements a lot here in the markets. This setup right here, I can tell you right now, it's very likely, looking at it inversely, this pattern will do something like this. Okay? Now, wherever we go from here, and this is why I'm projecting the 420 range, which might be a little conservative now that we are at 391. This can go to like 330 or 335 if it wants to. Just look at how quickly and how sped up this version of, well, this candle is today. We're up 4.5% on the market, 4.6. That's insane. So yeah, I don't expect this to drop anytime soon. I think this is gonna go. And then once we get closer to that peak, this is where we talk about the macro POI on AMC. All right, watch this, bro. Watch this. Let's take a look at all the POIs. All right, let's pull it up. Here are all the POIs. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the market down here so you guys can see. These are inverse POIs in red, and then we have the green POIs. Obviously, those are positive POIs here on AMC. So if we're expecting the market to go to 435 or 435, that's a stretch. If we're expecting the market to go to that 420-25 range by the end of the year, what does that mean? That means that we have until December 30th here to do that damage. What do we know from historically here from AMC's runs? We know that it starts running as soon as the market starts trailing up. It will speed up, but it won't quite get there. You'll have that volatility event take place right around the end before it starts dumping. So if the market is trailing up right now and AMC is just starting to get that move up, again, don't expect a massive push back up. Expect stairs, back up, right? You're coming up, you come back down. You come back up, you come back down. All right, you're making your way up. It's healthy to do it that way. You don't want to have a massive pump or else it's going to be followed by a massive dump. Okay, now if we're expecting that, again, that range here by the end of the year, say it starts doing something like this, right? We get to November 23rd. We're right here. We come down a little bit. Market starts to go back up again. And then right around here, we hit that range that we're talking about. That is where we if the market does this, it's very likely that we're going to see some upside on AMC, because then it'll say, right, we hit our range. Now it's time for a little breather. And naturally, that pressure back down here is going to take AMC down again, right? We start to rally. We come down, trade sideways a little bit, wait. And then, based on the macro picture here, guys, I still have... Let's see if I still have the projection I made here based on these events. All right, here's the megaphone. Here is the megaphone, okay? So the megaphone here, you can kind of see this on the market. It actually looks really crazy here if you compare. Let's take away a couple things because this is going to be a little saturated. Take away the POIs, let's take away the cycle for a minute. All right, so the megaphone this is the megaphone on AMC, basically. And the first POI that we have is mid-December. So if we have a POI, a macro POI, it's going to look similar to August. It's going to look similar to March. If we have a run back up and we create a projector here, what is the market going to do? Because the market... can kind of see this a little bit here on how the market sort of reacts to these POIs. The market here would have to trail up pretty quickly as well. So if it does go to that range, trade sideways for a little bit, comes back down, something might happen here. And this is why I'm not calling for, like, I'm calling for, like, a short-term market bottom. And I think we'll hit the 430 range before anything else. At that point, it's up to the market. It's up to the market state if we are going to continue that rally, or if we're going to come back down for a correction or whatever the market is intended to do. But I think in the short term, we're definitely going to see a push back up following what is this candle, which is huge. It's a huge candle. I also want to talk about this. Somebody brought it up on the Discord, and I saw a couple of things on Twitter. This is really interesting to me. It's AMC's crypto, what is it? AMC Ape FTX. So it's Ape's the preferred equity shares here on AMC. You can see it. And it is pushing up. Now, this data is a little weird because you see a massive wick candle go all the way up to 17. Literally yesterday, I think it did it, which is fucking weird, bro. Look at this. What the fuck is this, dude? 17 bucks. So yeah, this is like super sus, man. And you know, now that we're going up today, this is kind of weird to me. Like we got this again yesterday when I was expecting that move up. I said, you know, typically the market, crypto market would crash. FTX went down to really low numbers, like negative 88%. And then here we had an AMC pump and then dump on its coin, on the token, on the crypto token here. Very weird price action. All right, this thing went from like, was it a dot? Well, if we compare it here with AMC, Ape, where is it? Is this it? Yeah, you can see it right here, bro. All right, so this is, it's overlaid with Ape's chart. If you go on the daily here, you can clearly see it. Okay, one of them is, so it's right behind it. Okay, so this is the preferred token coin, and then if I overlay it, this is just Ape by itself. And you can see if I take the other one out, it's not doing anything. But this one over here has a massive spike up. So I don't, again, I'm not going to get too, like, I'm a little skeptical about this for sure, because this is weird. Super weird. But it's just something to sort of keep an eye out for, you know, because clearly we saw this take place yesterday. And then what happened today? AMC plus Ape is up 33%. So you can call it whatever you want, man. This is huge. It's crazy stuff, dude. All right. See what else we can look at, man. Also, if you guys have any questions, man, make sure to drop them down below. I'll do my best to answer what I can here. Yeah, this megaphone effect, dude, would be dope. And this would be that triple bottom setup on AMC. It still hasn't changed. Macro triple bottom setup. Also being projected by the copycat indicator. Should be projecting it on the daily chart too. Yep, there it is. Here. Call it a triple top, triple bottom. Push back up. What up, Wesley? Trader in the trees, what is good? Make sure you guys leave a smash on that like button. Drop it. Drop it. I want to know a little bit more about this, dude. Can we get a little volume on this? How much volume was this? $8.29 million? What? How? 8.29, 8.2. And this is just 8, by the way. So it's, for it to be just that one, let's see, the 1 minute. It was a 1 minute candle too, it wasn't? Yeah, look, it's a 1 minute candle, guys. 2.58 million. And then look at this, dude. Right here, this was intraday. No, it was at fucking 3 in the morning. 9, yeah, the 9th at 3 in the morning. All this fucking volume. A lot of theories out there about this right now, but yo. Something about this, bro. All right, I want to know, so Ape AMC USD. I'm just curious, is there one for GME? What the hell, dude? GME had one too. Look at that, dude. What the fuck? This is GME. All right, let's go down the list here, bro. We're gonna do GME. Let's see if we can find another one. Is there Bed Bath & Beyond? No, not Bed Bath & Beyond. What else would there be? BlackBerry? BlackBerry definitely has some volume, though. You can see the volume here on the 2nd. Why? Dude, this is weird, man. See this? Volume starting to come in here. All right, let's do Tilray. I think here, I'm gonna have two different scales here. I want to see them back to back. It's just so weird to me that they're identical up to this point. Up to this point, there's something weird going on with all of them. Like right around this range here, something different is happening. Even like it's on a small scale, yes, but you don't see that over here anywhere. Over here, it's like the same everywhere, except right here. Why? Why, bro? All right, give me another one, dude. Give me another one. Yeah, but if it was delayed, just think about how. I mean, at this point, everything these guys are doing it's pretty out there. I wouldn't be surprised if they would just do it first here on FTX or whatever. I mean, that's the thing. It has to do with FTX because FTX obviously took a hit and something happened on the FTX network because we're not seeing this on any other token. I mean, if we go AMC USD, I don't know, let's do another one. We can go AMC crypto and we can try this and see if we get anything here. Yeah, see, here we didn't get anything. Only happened on October 4th. Yeah, there's not much going on this one. So it's clearly just an FTX problem, but, FTX took a massive dump, so I just think it's super weird that, we're getting it with all the meme cryptos. Well, here, let's do, let's do the market or some shit. Like, we did SPY USD, maybe USD FTX. Are we going to get something similar? What the hell? What the fuck? Wait, alright, hold up, guys. Hold up a sec, because now this is getting weird. Yo. Look at the fucking SPY. Goes to 800. It might just be, this is why I said I'm skeptical about this. Because, well, we're clearly getting it on the market, too, right now. Look at this. So, here, this is what we're going to do. Let's go back in time and sort of analyze it from... I think it's an FTX thing because FTX... I mean, you guys know FTX is down, like, a fuck ton right now. That inverse chart here. It's pulling a Luna 2.0 here, down 91% from the top. Pulling a Luna, man. And ever since that happened here, we had this take place yesterday. I mean, and it has to do with, like, why the market is up 5% today. Dude, I mean, I feel like this has to do with it. This definitely has to do... It has to be a part of it, man. Look at this on the fucking SPY. Fucking goes from 366 to 800 in, like, in, like, less than 3 hours. It's crazy. Pumps and dumps. I mean, I hope the market doesn't do this, where it just pumps and dumps. Dude, this literally looks like GameStop's chart. It looks like GameStop's chart. Like the squeeze, dude. This is fucking GameStop squeeze in log. Oh, man. What else can we do, man, besides the SPY? It's got to be a bigger one. Apple? I mean, I'm sure all of these are going to have something. Yeah, look at Apple, dude. Okay, 135 to 600. Okay, so clearly this is an FTX thing. Like, there's no way that this is, I mean, it's not just an AMC or GameStop thing. So we kind of know what the problem is here, what the issue is. However, it's really weird to me that following these events here that happened yesterday, the market is where it's at right now. I think that's extremely weird. Also, man, holy shit on FTX. From the bottom here, if you got the bottom, went up 120%. Talk about a squeeze, man. Like, this thing is gonna very volatile crypto right now, but you've been trading crypto. Personally, not playing this one just because I was playing it back here, but not down here, because you never know, dude, with this shit. Is way too risky. I mean, you don't even have to, like, leverage or anything on this, but, like, just putting in your money, as risky as it is, this is crazy. 120%. Yeah, until I feel comfortable with this, I'm like, oof. Professor, you might be right, man. Yeah. Could be a hedge thing. Yep. It's very weird to me that the following the May 12th events, we're getting the same thing in the market right now. The exact same scenario on what happened there, right? Because AMC plus Ape is up, was up 100 or 33%, and then back here, you know, we were up that 40% just on AMC, which makes sense. It's about the same. We're getting the same effect, and now we're sort of just trading sideways, not doing much. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I need to see the PFV here real quick. Let's go. The daily chart. Where was I? I was on the market here looking at the PFV because oh, by the way, guys, on the spots indicator, we did cross, and now you're starting to see that curve move up here on the SPY, which is really good. We've seen this happen before here. We actually have a very similar setup here on the 4-hour, which I use a lot on the spots indicator. But every time we have a blue spot here, there's typically a nice rally in the market. So this right here is going to look very similar to this setup. And if we do have a continuation, which I think we will, let's go on the 4-hour so we can sort of project this here real quick. I think I still have the projection I made. Is it, it's like a wedge or something? Let's see. Wedge forecast. Yeah, you can, look, I made this projection like way back here. Way back here, it went up. You can clearly see that it is following a, like this one's a little bit steeper, but overall we still have, and just today we had a blue spot here on the 4-hour, which is huge. So here, let's update this projection. Based on this, just the way I see things happening here, we'll kind of do this. I'm still working on the spot indicator projecting like the next curve. So I haven't done that yet, but I am working on it, and I think it'll be out very soon. Just a way to update some of these things. But normally these look like this. They're very short, very quick, and right around this range is where it starts turning blue. So it'll probably look something like this. Like It's going to take me off here if it's not perfect. Okay, so to me, this is... Okay, no, that's a little too quick. I think that, to me, is perfect. Now, this is the thing about this setup here. Why there's all these trend lines. So this kind of a setup on the market happens basically on every single time frame here. The market creates these wedges, inverse and bullish wedges here, or double bottoms. It's very common in the market. If I still have, let's see if I still have the things for that, so I can show you. It's a projection I made a long time ago, way back here. Followed it pretty nicely, actually. Look at that. Bro, support, we stayed at support, climbed back up here right around this range. We're currently there right now. It's awesome. Okay. All right, I'm gonna find this, dude. I'm gonna find this, man. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Perfect. This is also something I made a little bit ago. Here you can see that this is the one that I was projecting to play out. And so far, it is playing this one out because a double bottom would have been right here at 365. We would have had that bounce, but we did have a little bit of a deeper push all the way up down here to 57. So it's a little bit closer to this setup, which still indicates upside. It's a wedge. And you can see that right here, as it starts moving up, we're going to have to cross 2 levels of resistance. And the first one, we're crossing now. You can use this using a parallel channel for these. The way it's going to look is, well, there's 2 levels to track here. This is going to be your macro level of resistance, and then following this one, it's not quite a parallel channel, but this is like a mid section here on these trend lines that you find here. So it's your second level of resistance. I'm sorry, this is incorrect. Right here. So it's following the second. Once you have a peak, there's typically a relief bounce before you continue back down. This would be considered your second level of resistance, and you can still track a trend line from this level. I still do that all the time because it normally does hit it first. You can see right here on the blue trend line that we have it right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be right here, which is the $400 range. So as soon as we get up there, watch this. I'm gonna say this again because I talked about this earlier. Parallel channel intersects right here, mid-November. So I bet you we're going to come up here before we take a little breather, trade sideways, and then blast off here and go all the way up to 407. And then once we're there, people are going to be like, yo, resistance was hit. Psych. It's going to go up. It's going to blast through it. I'm calling it right now. You can clip this. I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. This is going to be our 4th test on the macro resistance trend line level here. If we do this, if we come up here to 400 and we trade sideways and we don't come back down, it's very likely that we're going to play this out. So I'm ready for this. I think this is going to be an opportunity in the market because, again, you're going to have a bunch of other stocks rallying along the way. And I just like the setup, dude. It's looking pretty good. So as long as we don't cancel this big-ass candle we just got today and we keep going up tomorrow, things should be looking pretty good. Rum? Let's look at rum. And rum just, oh man, I wish we had the older data. The thing I don't like about, man, we don't have the older data. Let's see if I can get it on Trading or on Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim normally has, doesn't matter if you change ticker names, it'll have historical data. I will tell you though, based on this pattern, a couple of things. Launch normally is just a volatility event, whether it's down or up. You don't want to pay too much attention. I think from this point on, what this is making right here, well, a couple of things. I can tell you what this looks like when I can pull up two different charts based on this. So I can pull up, we can pull up DWAC, or we can pull up Coinbase. Both of them have very similar setups. So I use both of these patterns to track that, and we'll take it from the bottom here. Again, I'm not using the beginning. Here's one, and then we also have Coinbase. Coinbase has a similar setup too. You can see this is what I'm paying attention to right here. They both indicate downside now. Before you say anything here, I just flipped the chart, so actually this would be upside because I did flip the chart. Go all the way here. One there. And one there. Two of them looking very similar. Now we flip the chart back to its normal state. You can see here that DWAC actually does a little better. Look at that. Wow. DWAC is hitting the levels almost perfectly here. I like DWAC's chart. Yeah, Rum is an interesting one. I do like this play just for like one of those volatility plays for sure. And it is one that I've been tracking for POI list, but just not as of like right now. Just giving it a little bit of time. So Coinbase is going to go bye-bye because I don't like this one as much. Definitely DWAC, though, is the one that is looking the best here. You can see that it is indicating a little bit of upside. Right around here, though, is where you kind of want to just let it play out and know that POIs do flip out inverse many times. And as soon as you get that flip, get ready for the complete opposite of that fractal, that part of the fractal. And this happens with every stock in the market, including the SPY. Wait, was that? Yeah, it was DWAC. Including the freaking market, bro. Watch this. Okay, so we're going to go way back here to 08. I see many people looking at this right now like they're tracking this. Well, get this, man. This is why it's really important that you don't follow a fractal all the way through, because if you do, you can get yourself in trouble. All right, people are looking at this one like crazy right now. Everybody's like, yo, we're about to fucking crash. Yeah, you could be right. It does look similar. However, I will tell you right now, just because of how I've known POIs to play out, this is a major point of interest, like a major point of interest. And when is this? When is this? Why is this relevant? December 16th. When is December 16th? It's AMC's POI. AMC's POI on the peak here. You can see it on this fractal that everybody's using in 08. So, that being said, this can be an inverse point of interest. If it's an inverse point of interest, get ready for a market rally. And now, a point of interest is not going to tell you that this is going to rally up to 500, even though it can, but it will indicate upside for a while, and it'll indicate a pretty strong rally here in the markets. So this is why I'm not paying attention to this right here, because I don't see this happening. Also, these are two different charts, and price way back here was doing something different. If anything, what I would be tracking is not the 08 fractal. Okay, I would be tracking this way back here. Where is it? Tracking either this or tracking this. Both of these to me are the ones that I think I would be tracking. I'll show you why. So I don't think this is going to happen. I think that's going to happen, right? You're bullish here. Inverse. Inverse fractal, baby. Here. Now this is a fractal because you do have to stretch this out. But I would see something like else. I would see something like this, dude, where it's like you have a short-term, like, it's a long correction, and yes, it dragged. But following this correction, now that everything's just crapped out and everything's just at all-time lows, now you can start to come back up. Now that, I mean, dude, just think about it. Everything is down. Why would we keep going down if everything is already like 90% down in the market? Kind of makes no sense to me. This one I think is actually a little bit better. Shows it a little bit better here. Yeah, look at that. Actually perfect. Look at these levels. I'm just tracking these two, by the way. This right here. This is like, look at that, dude. Fucking puzzle. Actually, I love this. Holy shit. Where is that? It's right here. I think, if anything, dude, I would see this one playing out, like, to a T. Yeah. Because what this does is it shows us that rally we talked about going to the 420. And then from there, we trade sideways and we're steady on the way up. It's nothing crazy. It's just you're steady. And then look, we're bullish up going into next year. Bro, this is literally like perfect. I think this is so doable. So doable. Takes about a year to dump. Takes about a year to come back up. From from October to October would be about a year to cancel this out completely. From here to here, be about a year. So if we can't dump for a year, if we dump for a year, why can't we rally for a year? Is what I'm saying. Why? Okay, man, that's pretty interesting. Okay, leave it there. We'll leave it there. But I'm bullish, man. I'm bullish on the markets. Alrighty, guys. Just wanted to come in here, make some updates on the market on AMC. Yes, we're rallying. We're going up. Look at May 12th. That's all I'm going to say for this. I'm just putting it out as how I see things happening here based on the cycle. And I think this is a nice rally that we're getting on AMC and APE. And I do see us remaining in this range for a little bit. I think we're going to be in this range for a couple of weeks. And then following that next POI in December, I think is when we'll experience a next volatility zone, which I'm not going to project upside or downside. I'm just going to tell you that that's the next one to track. And then based on where we are trending, that is where we'll make that decision. If things are looking more bullish, then that's what we're going to lean on, right? That's how we treat these POIs. We're going to get back on the trading here and look at some of the charts, send out some alerts and all that good stuff. If you do want to join the Discord, I updated all the tiers and everything. There's like 5 now, so if you want to go and click on the link, you can join up and chill with the squad, man. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Love you.